As a nation, we should be worried that we have a full generation of political leaders that are liars, scammers, criminals. All of them in power. They never say the truth. If they tell you A, now B be the answer. Just to remain in power, they can lie about anything just to remain in power. How then do we allow men without integrity to lead this country? In various capacity. I don't want to talk too much. He get person I won't bring for honor. All of them know I'm already. David Udeyin is an investigative journalist. He's not even based in Nigeria, he's there abroad. They do his own investigation from there. He's an investigative journalist. I beg, no one help me listen to what this guy gas talk as he touch this generation of liars, criminals, scammers in politics inside this country. I beg, listen to David Udeyin.
There is an entire generation of people who are in and around power in Nigeria now who have experienced no scrutiny whatsoever. Their backstories have never been examined to be true. And it's not just Tinubu. I did a story this year where I took a look at Hadi Sirika, the immediate past Minister of Aviation, whom everybody said is a pilot, Captain Hadi Sirika. And I dug 1 inch deep into his background, and it became increasingly clear that one of the so-called flight training schools he claims to have attended doesn't exist. The Petroleum Helicopters Institute, there is no such place. It doesn't exist. Somehow this person, who has never proven that he has actually flown any kind of aircraft before, who supposedly quit a career as a pilot at the ripe old age of 39 to go into politics, this person was presented as a sort of industry insider, someone with domain knowledge, and this person became aviation minister and has not actually proven that he's actually a pilot. You know, so there's an entire generation of people in and around leadership in Nigeria who have experienced no scrutiny whatsoever. The security agencies, who I'm sure have all of this information, they choose to use that information to bargain, right? To curry favors, to trade, basically, to blackmail people, you know, to get what they want out of people. The media is not doing its job either, because the media is just content to just regurgitate whatever they are told by these same people in power who often pay them off. The citizenry are also very content to believe everything that they are told. You know, so at every level, there's a failure of the democratic system. So that's what I think the actual takeaway should be, that the Nigerian system is so porous that a drug dealer, like a street level drug dealer, was able to rise all the way up to president and grand commander in chief of the armed forces. That's what I think people should be extremely worried about. Not so much the fact of Tinubu being a criminal, but how high he was able to rise as a criminal without any scrutiny whatsoever. He has lied extensively about his background. The claim that he attended first University of Chicago, then Chicago State University, when he changed his story afterwards. The claim that he worked at Deloitte, which was found to be categorically not true because Deloitte was subpoenaed and they said they don't know this person. And claim that he worked at Anderson Tax. He claimed that he made his money from salary and bonus payments at Deloitte as a junior accountant, and he made $1.8 million as a junior accountant. All these are false.
When I hear what him talk, when I hear a talker, there are plenty of them. He just use an example for you. Hadi Sirika, the immediate past Minister of Aviation. He say na pilot he be. Or last na lie. He go one aviation school. They go dig him up. No, nothing like that kind of aviation school they exist. Petroleum aviation, wait. You know they exist. They say the lie. And these were the lies they sold to Nigerians. You understand? So that we go believe them and maybe see them capable of handling whatever position that they are eyeing. We look at our own president. With all this controversy around him, he rise, reach president. With all the controversy around him. Then they talk say he filed with FBI na 70,000 plus with FBI. What do they do with FBI? If they work with FBI, we find when you get with them. See as plenty. Kai. When I see the generation of people who they get, who don't get for this corridors of power. And you know the funny part, these people they mentor others. So there are people under their mentorship. You don't know before. People there under their mentorship, they mentor to take over from them. So as they are being wiped, as they are going off, you understand? Another generation who did not carry their own mentality and put inside, they are coming up. How then do we salvage this country? How we? Now only God go fit help us. Then, with all this controversy where they surround our president, we article don't they drag them now, they go up and down. The world now don't they hear. Don't they hear this about Nigerian president? This one he forged Chicago State certificate. If na say na this place all these things happen, if na say na Nigeria here it happen, nobody forget any issue. Una dey hear me? If na say na here, this place na happen, we for no get any issue with that. But it just dey happen away for there. This one, that one, I no just understand. Buhari no be him when they say make he go bring certificate, WAEC. He go, I don't know as he go connive with WAEC. They give a WAEC certificate. We be saying now your old face they for WAEC certificate. So now for old age now he write the WAEC certificate. He become president before he writes the WAEC certificate. These are the things that we are looking at. You understand? And everybody, not be here it happen, but nobody put eye because it happened for here. You understand? To come carry us now, they do us for international community. You get as it be. Because everything we don't talk about our president, none happen for here. Now for outside, the drug weight outside, for certificate outside, dual citizenship outside, everything now outside. We go make the whole world such like go there on top. I beg and no one talk to me. This David who they we talk, tell us the caliber of people who don't get for our corridors of power. You understand? It don't make sense at all. Now him go still tell us the implications of this. Having people that are with questionable character leading Nigeria, what are the implications in the international community? How did they look us? Because all of Nigeria say, na Tinubu business. No be Tinubu business, na Nigeria's business because it the answer President, Federal Republic of Nigeria. How can one man have so much controversy? Before I bring on that the news now, the gist, as he take touch, how the world they look us now, I beg. Because now this same man go talk and this same David they go talk. Before I bring on that gist, we could go on this short break. When we come back, I go carry on. You understand? Go meet David with the meaning. So I go explain and give and I say this not the way where it be now, and he go even start example give on. So now we go understand. Say this matters is not just local. You don't go foreign. So wherever you are around any place in the world, they treat you anyhow. Just know say it's coming from whom. Well, let's go on this break.
For over a decade, this has been the birthplace of innovation. Innoson Vehicles is a testament to resilience, employing international best practices to create more than just a car. Every vehicle here tells a story of durability, fuel economy and safety. Crafted with the African spirit, the Nigerian heart. These vehicles surrounding me embody the unique concept of regionalization, each one designed to cater to the tastes and preferences of our people. From the streets in Nigeria to the terrains of the Sahara, these vehicles are designed for our roads, for our people. This is more than a vehicle. It's a symbol of our progress, our resilience, our collective success story. Your feedback drives us to continuously innovate and improve. Innoson Vehicle, the pride of African roads.
Welcome back. David, let's go with David now. May David tell us the implications, how did they look us, I beg. No, go watch David. Go and listen to what David Gas talk on top of this matter. Go watch.
However, in the international space, it absolutely is having an effect and is going to have an even more significant effect by the time we're through with all of this, because it's one thing for such scandals to happen in country, right? So if the scandal is that he claims to have attended the University of Benin, he didn't actually attend the University of Benin, even if that gets into the international media, it's like, oh yeah, it's Africans and African issues, whatever. But this is an issue that is rooted in the US, right? That's where the problem is, right? Because so Buhari had a similar issue where to date, as we speak, Buhari has never actually proven that he completed his secondary school, right? And they also submitted forged documents, and somehow they also got away with it. I think because Nigerians have a very short memory. Nigerians have forgotten that Buhari presented a forged WAEC certificate to INEC, where the name on the certificate was Mohammed Buhari, even though his name is Muhammad Buhari, and the passport photo was of him at his old age. Nigerians have forgotten all of that. But the thing is, you can get away with that because it's WAEC. You know, it's a West African thing, it's a Nigerian thing. Nobody really cares. But when you are forging a Chicago State University certificate, they are bringing the US into it. Where you have an FBI file with a total of 70,107 pages, the US has been brought into it. In fact, I was reliably informed that at the last UN General Assembly, after so much noise that they made about Tinubu supposedly having an exclusive sideline meeting with Joe Biden, the US president, the reason that meeting did not eventually happen was because Joe Biden was briefed that there is some information which is about to emerge about this guy, and if you allow yourself to be pictured with him or to posture yourself in any way that looks like you are aligning yourself with him, your political enemies are going to have you for lunch, right? And it's going to affect your re-election chances. And that's how come that meeting, which they spent weeks crowing about, didn't come close to happening. In fact, it was so bad that I think it was on a Wednesday, either Tuesday or Wednesday during the UN General Assembly, that Tinubu and Biden were in the same building at the same time. I think Biden had given a speech, and his aides were trying desperately to book some kind of appointment or meeting with Biden, and Biden's people knocked them back. They don't want to be seen within a country mile of the guy now. It's like the guy has feces rubbed all over his body now. Nobody wants to be seen with him. Nobody wants to be near him. Both in the US, in the international space in general, his brand is toxic now, and it's only going to get worse.
When I hear what him talk, he said, "Look, we're going to listen and say, Tinubu problem and Nigeria problem." Say that after where they become make noise, say Tinubu is the only African president that Biden wants to meet. Say him get in there. Say as Biden won't meet that guy, he gets in there. Say they go to tell Biden, say, "Oga, election are next year." And this guy get case. He get better case for inside US. We be say in NBA fine, now like 70,000 plus. Crime. If you are pictured with this guy, they go use them against you during the campaign, and you go lose woto. Say now why you withdraw. Tinubu will make all the effort. They made all the effort to make sure say, him meet Biden. But Biden people shield down, say, guy, this one not gonna happen. You understand? Because it has to do with image now, packaging. Tomorrow now, I trust Trump now. Trump will come and say, look at your president too. He's mingling with the Nigerian president that he get case with FBI. Now that time when I will see they go release FBI file of Tinubu, when I go call see case. When I will call see case. So people are they just avoid. You understand? So that you go feel protect your own political interest. And Nigerians now, they ask Nigerians, say, how on a day this kind of person rise, become on a president? On a day mad. On a no get level for that country. That's what they go see us. Less. Now why all this is what judiciary they do, it dey pain me. Them now we suppose, even if these people now won't use their money do anyhow, judiciary will come do the right things. But it can't be like say everybody now is in the same basket. They don't pocket everybody. It no make sense. So when I don't hear about myself, who knock on this no be local now investigative journalist. Him no base here. He don't they talk so many things before this election, before Tinubu even became president. Don't they talk plenty things about one I don't ask myself. Now only Tinubu contest the president. Let's even assume that David Udeyin belongs to a political party. Now only APC contest the presidency. Why not only APC? They dig up things about the president. Why not only I get so many controversies? Why nobody no they dig up on Peter Obi? Why is nobody digging up on Atiku Abubakar? Why is nobody digging up on Kwankwaso? All touchlight on Tinubu with all everything. Well, I don't see them like that. So wherever you are around the world, they treat you anyhow. Just know that because of the image when you get back home here, now why they treat you the way they treat you. You understand? No be your fault. Now the fault of the country. Nigeria just happened to you. One fellow Nigerians, I will see Ona later.